Health impact assessment is basically a systematic way to evaluate whether a particular proposal for a project or a policy or a program will impact health in order to make recommendations to ensure that we either minimize the adverse health impacts or optimize the health benefits of a proposal. And health impact assessment is very important because we know that decisions that are made in many other sectors like transportation or energy or agriculture or housing have a very big impact on health in our communities.
The Healthy Energy Initiative of Healthcare Without Harm Asia organized a 3-day workshop on how to use health impact assessments, or HIA, to evaluate the health implications of energy projects as well as inform decision-making in the energy sector. Participants from a diverse range of disciplines and sectors gathered not just to be familiar with the principles and processes of HIA, but also to examine what are the challenges as well as the opportunities so that we can eventually mainstream and institutionalize HIA in the Philippines and across the region.
HIA is useful in energy policy and projects because there's been a large body of research showing that there's a wide variety of both health and environmental impacts from energy use. This can range from things like climate change, which is going to put at risk food security, change rates of infectious diseases, sea level rise, displaced populations, and all the health effects that are associated with that. This also can affect air quality by emitting nitrous oxides, sulfur dioxide, particulate matter that contains like unburnt ash, carbon, soot, heavy metals, all kinds of stuff. And when we inhale these particles, it can cause things like asthma exacerbations, respiratory illnesses, and it can even cause health effects like heart attacks and strokes.
The Healthy Energy Initiative is a global movement to mobilize the health sector to become more engaged and to become leaders and advocates for clean and healthy energy, and also to shift the energy choices that we make so that health is considered as part of those decisions.
The Department of Energy will benefit a lot from the implementation of HIA, primarily for being able to really get the full cost of energy generation and energy use. Right now, it's really just being able to produce energy that's being considered. With the health impact analysis, the energy impact analysis, the environmental impact analysis of energy project will be much improved and really provide us a real picture as to consequences of energy use and how we can attend to them.
HIA is still relatively a new areas of work in many countries in this region. So WHO's role is to ensure that countries in our region have the capacity to incorporate, say for example, health risk assessment, health impact assessment, to make sure that health is considered when it comes to project development, during the construction or during the closure and various other stages.
We have started the development of HIA in Thailand since the year 2000. So until now it's more than 15 years. Then for large-scale power plant project, including large hydropower plant and coal-fired power plant and nuclear power plant, there are several studies also about the impact from public health, from economic, together with economic aspect, environmental and social aspect.
We don't have this kind of training happening in China, and HIA is like it's not a new idea, but it's not in anywhere. We might want to do a small kind of mini HIA workshop in Beijing, targeting the energy folks. And then later on, if we have more kind of connection with the health professionals, we might, I mean to do like more in-depth training for the HIA course, upon the health professionals in Beijing.
The methods and the tools presented on HIA assessment, taught by international experts and hopefully furthered by our own professionals, can provide the rigorous evidence-based support to create health policies to support institutionalization of HIA, as well as to provide strong support for communities that will be using these HIAs.
The HIA training will be very useful for me in that it will help me in teaching our students on how to properly create programs, policies, and activities that will help the worker in his workplace establish a safe, healthy, and productive environment.
Much more, I do believe that HIA should be made integral in not only in terms of planning particular projects, but I think even in terms of policy development. So yeah, there's a large future for HIA within the work of the Healthcare Without Harm Asia.
Yes to healthy energy!